What is going on, guys? This is Simunation, and we're only a couple days away from the release of NASCAR Heat 5. The Gold Edition will be released on July 7th, and the Standard Edition on July 10th, which, for reference, today is Thursday, so 1 week from tomorrow, the Standard Edition will be released, and on Tuesday, the Gold Edition will be released. So, I already know some of the things that have been actually added and changed from watching some other people's videos. I got early access and stuff like that. Of course, I didn't get that myself, which is fine because I do actually prefer to play the game when everybody else gets to when it does get released. There is a little bit of an anticipation and waiting for that goes into it, so I definitely actually do like waiting for it. I will say that on the Tuesday, July 7th, I will be live streaming the game as it comes out. I'll be up in the middle of the night downloading it, getting it ready, and I will be going live as soon as it comes available. So if you want to watch it as it comes out to the general public, the full version, of the Gold Edition, of course, go ahead and click that notification button and you will see when I start live streaming. And as well, I'll be posting a couple videos that day as well with updates on the NASCAR game and what we're seeing. But so far, things I've heard and what I've noticed about the game from watching other people is they did add the did not finish. That was a thing that they were allowed to add, so it didn't just do backward lap counting for how many laps they're down. So do not finishes were added, or did not finishes, whatever way you want to say it. I see it, yeah, whatever. Those were added to the game, so that adds a little bit more realism, which I've referenced many times in my previous videos about what we were looking for. They went ahead and added better paint garage, which I kind of already knew that, and I did reference that as well in the past couple videos, that they were going to be updating the paint garage. From what I've seen so far, there's a lot more customization options, such as updating the spoiler, changing the material type that you're actually putting paint on. And what I mean by that, of course, is if you look at like Kyle Busch's car, it's got a glossy finish to it, really shiny, but if you look at Kurt Busch's Monster Energy car, it looks like a matte black finish type thing. So you get to, bounce back and forth between those two, which is pretty cool. A lot more paint designs as far as, what the graphics come out looking like on the cars. It does look really nice. Yeah, so I think it's definitely a great addition to the game there. The next thing I noticed also is you can do customizable schedules, so you're not bound to just doing the regular season, then of course the scheduled playoffs at the end. You can just kind of customize it, make it however you want in some of your season modes, which I think is definitely a really cool feature, being able to add it. There's a couple of racetracks that I honestly don't really like racing on. I'm not really too much of a road racer myself, so at least not in the stock cars. When we're talking like Formula Series, then yes. But when it comes to the stock car series, I do not like racing in places like Sonoma or Watkins Glen. Yeah, I'm just not very good at it, so that's why I don't like doing it. Maybe I just need to practice more. But yeah, they did allow you to change the schedule. It looks like they did enhance the graphics a little bit. I'm not too sure on what exactly they did. To be honest, as far as how the HD of it, it looks about the same. It looks like there's maybe some color improvements. A little bit more brightness to the game, which you would see in person, of course, if you were watching the actual races. So I do like that they did update the colors a little bit. It did feel kind of like a dreary looking, black, gray type darkness to the game that really isn't there when you're, of course, there in real life. But, of course, that's why they're video games. They're not real life. But then, yeah, and then finally, of course, a roster update, which is, of course, expected with almost any NASCAR game. You get the new drivers, the new cars, the new paint models that they used in this previous season, as well as, of course, getting to race on the authentic schedule, which did change, of course, because of the coronavirus. So I don't know so far if there's a coronavirus schedule update or something like that, where you can race just like they did. And maybe adding fatigue would be a great feature in that case to their driving. Maybe they start, wiggling a little bit or something, just because we know the drivers were under that previously, of course, in these last couple weeks with them racing double races and a really enhanced schedule that, of course, looked like it was tiring them out. So now to answer the question that I know a lot of you guys are wondering, should I buy the game? And what I'm thinking is, I was kind of on the teeter-totter here of should you not or should you buy it? Because in reality, this game kind of looks like it would be just a NASCAR Heat 4.5. It doesn't look like it's its own standalone game when you're comparing it to the previous model NASCAR Heat 4. Now, I'm not saying that means you shouldn't buy it. I'm thinking these are necessary updates to really make it a playable game and really fun and, easy to continue playing it without getting bored. So I would, and especially being that it's a $49 game brand new and $69 with the gold edition, if we had that extra $10 that you see most of the brand new games come out with the $59.99, I would probably say no to the standard edition, or at least wait a little bit, see if they do any updates. But for, as it stands now with the $49.99 and what you're actually getting out of it, especially if you never bought NASCAR Heat 4 and you're still on Heat 3, or maybe you even did buy Heat 4 and you're not too big of a fan, I think it might be worth it for you. I know, of course, I'm going to be getting the game, but yeah, I would recommend it. Of course, it's going to be really cool to be able to race as Tony Stewart in the game, and, we'll see if they add any other Legend Packs or anything like that. But yeah, I mean, I would go for the Gold Edition, too, if you're going to go ahead and buy it. One, just because you get it 3 days ahead, you get the DLCs, everything like that, and of course the updated paint models throughout the entire season is a really cool feature to add. So yeah, I mean, I would definitely recommend buying it unless you're satisfied with NASCAR Heat 4. If you're fine with how it is now and you like it, there's no point in you getting NASCAR Heat 5. If you did have problems with NASCAR Heat 4 because you were missing some of those enhanced features that I just previously mentioned, I would go ahead and buy the game. Or if you just really like NASCAR, go ahead and buy the game. I don't see a problem with that. So yeah, I mean, that's what I'm going to stick with, is you should probably go ahead and buy it. Of course, based off of those reasons I just suggested. But yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up there, guys. I'm really excited for this game to come out, and I'm sure that between now and the game actually coming out, I'm gonna probably do another video when I get some more news on what's kind of coming with the game. And if I hear anything else that I would like to inform you guys of. So yeah, definitely add that, or press that notification button if you want to watch the live streams or if you just want to be updated on my content. I always, of course, appreciate likes and comments on my videos. It lets me know what I'm doing right, lets me know what I'm doing wrong. Of course, click that subscribe button if you'd like to join the channel, of course. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you next time.